Good afternoon and welcome everybody to today's session of What's in Store. As per usual, I'm Erica Helligman. I'm the Senior Marketing Consultant here at t.tec. And with me, I have my good friend, Amy McDonnell, Senior Vice President. Amy, can you tell us what's in store today?
One of the greatest topics that is top of mind for everyone. Let's talk about some AI and how it can replace or not the workforce.
Yeah, and I think that's been a big concern. Everybody's really excited about AI, but obviously there's a huge amount of people that are really worried about, is this going to take over jobs? Is there something that we need to be worried about? And so who better to talk to about all things retail and, all of my life issues than you?
Maybe we'll save the life issues for a little bit later, but yeah, let's talk about this one.
All right, what you got for us?
So listen, I think that there's a ton of confusion about what direction AI can take in a BPO environment. And some of these are more risky than others, right? There's a lot of data security issues that a lot of folks really don't want to get into. But on the beneficial side, let's talk about how AI actually helps and enhances that customer experience in the BPO space. I think that there's been a lot of questions about, maybe I just put ChatGPT or Bing AI or whatever it might be into my contact center and I no longer need human interaction, right? I think what we're really looking at is how to couple it together so that you can leverage some of the benefits and the efficiencies and personalization of AI along with the human touch to really create a much more efficient and personalized interaction for our customers.
And I think one of the big things too that people don't realize is AI needs to be trained. There's always going to be human interaction because of this training aspect to it. You can't just decide, I want AI, and you implement it and then you're ready to go.
I mean, some of the great tools of the AI obviously utilize machine learning, right? But it is what you had said. It takes a while to train the interaction so that it understands what it's looking for. There are some really great use cases for AI, right? We've all been utilizing chatbots for many years at this point. We know that chatbots can deflect, potentially 40% of those initial queries. But AI goes deeper than that, right? We can utilize AI in the contact center for quality assurance. Instead of looking at, or doing minimal, quality calibrations with the agents on a monthly basis, leveraging AI tools allow you to do, 10x of that in a month. So leveraging AI in the right environments, I think is super, super helpful. It helps with workflows. It allows us on the back end of agent conversations to be able to predict the right responses. In an analytics scenario, it helps us identify trends, which translates into our ability to forecast properly, understand the right intents that are coming in. How do we serve up the right offers? How do we create intelligent responses? Right? All of that is delivering efficiency to the customer experience. And that is outstanding use cases for where AI can play. Does it take away the entire human element? It typically allows for a contact center to handle more transactional interactions through an AI bot or approach and allow for those more complex transactions to rise to a human interaction and give that personalization.
That makes sense. I think, it's interesting because one of the big topics that we always talk about in retail is this level of personalization. And I think there's a huge marriage between AI and customer experience. So is there a way to marry the two together to continue driving that level of personalization that is so utterly important in the retail space?
Super important to make sure that, the two service offerings, human service and AI service, are aligned and collaborating on how to get through that journey, right? It's really important that if you have an AI partner that happens to be different from your BPO partner, that they're also speaking with each other to understand, again, the analytics and trend data that is coming through AI that allows us to then really provide the right treatments in the human touch element. So collaboration between the two is really important. And then also looking at this trend data that you're getting. This is not a once and done scenario, right? We're not pulling this product off of the shelf, lifting, putting it into a software environment and then letting it run because machine learning is going to do its trick. Customers are constantly evolving as well, right? Like, let's just use the example. When we first, years ago in the BPO industry, when we first started taking and handling chats, we thought this is going to replace your voice channel. That has not happened, right? It became additive. So where I really think, AI is going to enhance the contact center is in this coupled environment along with human that just makes the experience so much more robust, allows it to go across channels, and really can help with some areas of scale where maybe humans aren't necessarily required yet. An example might be in language translation, right? You might have a very, very small subset of volume that requires language translation. In a case where it's not economically feasible to staff it with humans, AI can really help in those environments.
It's interesting too, because I think AI has been around forever and it's really taken off this year. And now everybody's paying attention. And you have the companies like ChatGPT, which makes everything so much easier in a lot of ways. But when you think of something like ChatGPT that, you can go download yourself, why do you need a BPO?
Yeah. I think we've talked a lot about analytics. Right? There is a lot of insight and analytics that come with a BPO provider, right? That's part of what we do, managed services. So giving you the foresight with proactive opportunities to improve, that can't necessarily come just from, a ChatGPT layer, an AI kind of environment. The human interaction that is involved and coupled with it is really what makes it the true beautiful story.
Thank you so much. And I really appreciate your time today. But there's one thing left that I really wanted to ask you, woman to woman. At the end of our last call, I said that I wanted you to throw in that I was like the daughter you never had. And you seemed to ignore the question. And you've been very responsive to my other questions. So I just wanted to ask before we end, is there anything else you wanted to say to me?
I really love your name. If I had a daughter, I would probably name her the exact same thing. I might spell it a little bit different, but yeah, the name is on point, Erica. Fantastic. Another great session with us today.
Thank you so much. I'm going to go talk to my therapist about this, but if anybody listening has any more questions, you can feel free to reach out at www.ttec.com/retail, and we will see you guys next time on What's in Store.
Thanks for having me, Erica.
Thank you.